Alrighty, g'day YouTube. So, overtraining. I've overtrained. I've done a video on it before about overtraining. You can definitely overtrain. I've been overtraining. Luckily, it hasn't affected my performance, but it made me a little bit ill. I've come down with a bit of a throat infection, a bit of a sore throat. Fortunately for me, I saw the signs of this very early. And last week, it was when it happened, I stopped my training for 2 days and I slept for a lot of that time. I was going to bed real early, 7 o'clock at night, 6:30 one night, and not waking up till 8 o'clock in the morning. And then I would sleep during the day as well. So I've been really lucky. I've been able to do that. And I shook it off real quick before it got bad. But if I hadn't have done that, I would have been out of action for a week and a half, 2 weeks, for definite. I saw the signs to it and I stopped. And that is the key. As soon as if you're training hard for something, as soon as you see those signs, it doesn't matter what it is, you might have a little tweak in your ear, you're starting to get a bit of an earache, whatever the symptoms are, you've got to stop and you've got to relax and get that rest in. The sleep side of things is massively important. One of the other things is I've been watching this HBO show, Banshee, at night times before I'm going to bed, and sometimes you watch one of the series and you think, how does it end there? I just got to see what happens next. So you watch another one, and then before you know it, it's 10:30, 20 to 11 at night. So that's the wrong thing to be doing. Don't do that. Don't do any of that silly business. If you're doing this sort of training, you got to get to bed and you got to get your 8-9 hours sleeping. You really do. You need that sleep, because it's the only way, if you're pushing yourself to these sort of extremes, only way you're going to repair, the only way that training is going to be worth anything is if you get that recovery in as well. Else it just isn't going to work. So it was stupid for me to do that, but I did. Eventually, it all caught up with me, and kapow, I went down, and I've had 2 days out. So that's just life. One of the other things is as well, I turned the intensity up, obviously. So my trainer sessions, I've been on the bike 6 days a week and sometimes 7. So, but the intensity of those sessions are really high now. I'm really pushing it as hard as I can, doing high intervals and then a couple of minutes recovery, then high again, then recovery. I'm really pushing it. So, and what I was doing one session, but in the afternoons, but then I started to do 2, and I think that just pushed me over the edge. That just blew it away for me, and I ended up coming down with this bit of a throat infection, which fortunately for me, I got away with it after a couple of days recovery. And look, I have a pretty good diet. I've said before, my diet is pretty good. I eat lots of fruit and veg every day. I also take a multivitamin while I'm doing this training, a multivitamin every day. I take a vitamin C tablet as well, and I've always taken a CoQ10 tablet, which is good for the heart. That specifically helps the heart function, and a fish oil tablet. So even with all that, I still ended up with the bloody snuffles, which annoys the hell out of me. But that's life, that means that I pushed to the edge. I pushed myself to my limits, and everyone's got their own limits, but anyway, I found mine, and luckily, as I say, I got it early. But anyway, look, definitely you can overtrain. You got to make sure you well and truly are on the ball when you're training up for an event like this, because it's so easy. We're only 3.5 weeks out now. If this had ever happened the week of the race, so say I'd have got this on the Monday or the Tuesday and the race on the Saturday or the Sunday, I think it is, I'd have been over. I wouldn't have been able to have done it, because I wouldn't have got over this in time. I mean, I was full on coughing away, it just wouldn't have worked. So I'm lucky that it happened now. If it had happened in another few weeks, it'd have been all over. So all this training, everything would have been a waste of time. And for me, that would have done my head in. If I couldn't have ridden this race now, it would have drove me mad, because of the amount of training I've done. And my goal is, I just want to beat the time I did last year. That is my main thing. I want to beat my time. It's about the time. Whether I can hang on to the front runners for the whole way, I don't know. I'm doubting it now. I'm having a bit of doubt, but I'll give it a red hot go. But it's going to be hard, and we'll just see what happens on the day, I guess. It's going to depend on how hard the other guys have been training, I guess, as to whether I'll be able to hang on to them or not. But anyway, I'll give it a red hot go. But my main goal is I want to beat my time last year, and I should do, because I'm a lot stronger. I should do. If everything falls into place on the day, that is the key to it. That is the key to it. All falling into place on the day. So we'll see what happens. So anyway, that's it. You can overtrain. Definitely, you've got to be careful. The other thing is, lots of people have been emailing me, asking me to make some of the videos out on the bike again. Look, I've said on one of the other videos, I've not got the cameras on the bike at the minute. Okay, I don't take them out with me because I've got the bike set up now for this race, and I've got no cameras on it. I'm not taking any cameras on the ride with me. I want it as light as possible, as aerodynamic as possible as I can, to give me every possible advantage. So they're not coming with me. So that's why I haven't been doing them. Now, once this is over, I will put those cameras back on, and then I'll start doing some of those videos again. So until then, there's not a great deal I can do about it. That's just how it is. And that is about it for now. I'm going to have a rest day today, so nothing on the bike. I'm not doing anything at all. I haven't been doing any upper body stuff either. I haven't been able to because of my broken ribs. So I haven't done any upper body at all for the last 4 weeks. And hopefully my rib feels good now. It's much better. It's still sore. If I touch it, I can still feel it, but breathing and being on the bike doesn't bother it at all. So that side of it's good. So anyway, that is about it for this one. You got any questions or comments, you know what to do. Post them down below.